Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just keep my head in the clouds and I'm just hanging around, but I ain't hanging around unless I'm hanging with you. That's all I want to do. So used to people letting me down, always being a clown, but I ain't clowning around. I'm playing the fool to try to get to you. But will I come back down? My feet are off the ground. Oh, I'm getting higher now.
Boy.
I recorded that intro yesterday, and I really wasn't sure what it was. Sometimes I'll throw things together and come up with an idea for it later, and that's kind of what happened yesterday. I put that sequence together, like that opening sequence, and then I just kind of sat with it for a minute, and I thought, what does this really represent? And so last night, I kind of watched it over and over. I thought, you know what, this actually really represents what ayahuasca ceremonies can be like. And I had so many people, a couple weeks ago we were in Cabo and we were at an event, and I had so many people reaching out to me about doing ayahuasca and what it's like and what to expect and how to prepare and all of these things. One of the main principles of ayahuasca is the idea that at some point in life, generally when you're younger, something happens that affects the rest of your life, and it affects who you are as a person. It could be a major traumatic experience. It could be something as small as, not enough kids showing up to your birthday party kind of thing. From that moment though, from that one experience, and we all have those experiences as kids that we just remember. Certain moments just stick out to us and we don't know why they were so impactful, but sometimes those are the moments that change who we are as a person. So we're born as these complete whole beings, these happy-go-lucky kids, and then something, like I said, it could be not enough kids show up to your birthday party, it could be you get beat up on the playground, it could be friends betray you, it could be way bigger than that, right? It could be a major, major issue. But at that point, we decide as people that we're changing, and we start putting up the armor. We start putting the masks up, and we start pretending to be not necessarily who you are, but who we think society wants us to be. And so we start acting in that fashion. And one of the things with ayahuasca is it wants you to recognize that moment of when that split occurs, and when we decide that we're no longer these innocent, happy, full of light kids. And so then we spend our whole life pretending to be these people that we're not, just so we can satisfy other people, society, and just kind of fit into the norms. You go from innocence, a moment occurs, you change who you are as a person, you live up to somebody else's rules, and then eventually you have this moment of realization where you go, you know what, this is crap. This is not how I want to live. This is not how my life does not feel fulfilled. I'm not being authentic, and I'm not being the authentic version of me. And what ayahuasca wants you to do is get back to that authentic version of who you are, so that you can at least live the rest of your life happy, free, and free of people's judgments of you, free of judgment of yourself, just free. What happens in ceremony a lot of times, and for a lot of people, is ayahuasca takes you back to that moment and allows you to see it for what it really was. Maybe there was no ill intent on the other person's behalf. Maybe it's not as big a moment as we've made it to be in our head. So it takes you back, lets you relive these moments and reassess those moments so that you can start fresh and you don't have to carry that with you anymore. So once we can witness that from an adult perspective, then it gets to go away. They say at Rhythmia, what's coming is going. So when these emotions come up for you, it's so that they can go away and you don't have to carry them anymore. And there can be multiple moments throughout your life. It's not just necessarily this one moment. There are certain moments throughout life that you just go back and you kind of fix them. You rewrite them, you rewrite your DNA so that from here on out, you don't have to carry those things. So that was the idea behind it. That's one of the great principles of ayahuasca. So if you're going to do it and you're going to drink the medicine, just remember that ayahuasca will evoke emotion. It wants that emotion to come up so that it can go away. And there's a lot more to it, but we'll have to deal with that at another time.